Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Danielle here, and what we're doing today is another thrift flip, and we're making, oh Jesus, stepped on a water bottle. That was embarrassing. Anyways, what I was saying is that we're gonna be making a dress based off the brand Lifer. They're a small IG brand that not only made this dress, but they make a lot of dresses, skirts that are either like hyper feminine like this, or a little bit more on the tomboy side with more like masculine graphics. So I bought this dress that you guys have showed so much love for in previous videos at a local LA pop-up that my friend was throwing, and her drops online, they sell out hella fast. They just launched their prom collection, so if you're still missing a prom dress, I'll leave their IG, their website down below. I was highly inspired by this photo right here, so this is kind of what I want to recreate. But before we get started with thrifting a whole bunch of t-shirts, let's head over to Fashion District. Before we get thrift flipping, we do have to find our base piece, which we're gonna find on goodwillfinds.com, which is today's video sponsor. They're an online resale platform with hundreds and thousands of donated items from Goodwills across the country. So they literally have everything from clothes, books, collectibles, toys, designer to vintage items. They literally have it all. Also, every dollar spent on goodwillfinds.com does directly go to supporting local community-based programs that help with things like online learning, job training, and youth membership. So I do have 2 other videos with goodwillfinds.com. So the first time around, we took a really deep dive into their website. I gave you key terms to look up so you can find those really cute items. Our second video, we made this really cute mirror. So if you want to check those out, I'll have them up in the cards and down below in the description. But let's check out goodwillfinds.com now. So as far as our base piece, I do have 2 things in mind. I want it to be a black shirt because I want to keep it in the theme of being alternative and very dark. The second thing, I for sure want skulls. Okay, we're on the website now, and the first thing we're gonna do is just type in skulls since I know that's what I want. I don't know if I'm gonna totally be working with filters this time around. I might get inspired by other items. Let's see. Okay, we're seeing a lot of home decor, so that's not necessarily what I'm wanting to put on there. We got King Kong. Oh, this jewelry piece here is screaming Arthur. I actually really like that for him, but not for today's project. Here we freaking are, and it's on sale for only $11.25. We didn't even have to scroll that far, and I found something that is exactly what I want. It's a tulip tee, black crew neck. It's a size medium. It has a graphic on the front and on the back, which I really like, so it's not too plain. It's just the perfect amount of detail. Doing a little close-up here, I love the symmetry to it. We have the skulls, the wings, the roses. Yes, I absolutely love this. Let's take a closer look at the back here. It says Cage Rage. To be honest, I have no idea what that means, but for $11, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I also like that it's a size medium. It's a men's size medium, so it's not gonna fit me too oversized. It does give us more product details. So it says that the condition is used but good. It gives the measurement, the material, size type, and just more descriptors. I for sure am gonna heart this. We're gonna add it to bag. All right, just like that, we have our Goodwill Finds order placed. So it should take about a few days to get to me, but once I have it in hand, we'll get through flipping. I wanted to take my daughter shopping with me today, but look at my little makeshift stroller. We used to have one, but they bit the tires off of them. I don't think this is gonna work out. She keeps sticking her head through here, and I do not trust her. I do not trust you. All right, I made it to Fashion District. Just me, myself, and I, without my daughter. But all that I have on my list is some trimming and like a statement pendant to put right in the center. This is where I go for all of my trimming, Trim 2000 Plus. And I like to get a lot of their lace ruffles. Look at all of these colors, y'all. I immediately saw this and I already know I want to work with this. Trimming and some pendants have been secured. We have my trimming. We have this little pendant. I actually decided to move forward with this one just because I've used it before my very first thrift flip. And so I feel like, you know, I want to carry some elements throughout all of my flips. Let's talk about my Goodwill Find shirt that also came in. I love this. I love how symmetrical it is. So I feel like it'll look good with the skirt, but I don't necessarily have a concrete pattern. What I do know is that I want to crop this make different panels of all the shirts that I collected. These are band tees, dragon tees, and just like darker, more scarier printed graphics that I took out of my personal wardrobe, out of Arthur's, and just pieces that were in my IKEA bag that were potential thrift projects. Here is a Goodwill Find shirt modeled on. I'm absolutely loving this, but I feel like I got super lucky with the fit. Like, it still fits me oversized, but fitted at the same time. So it'll look nice paired with a skirt. But let's fold this where I would like to cut it. I think I'm liking this. So chop in here, the skirt will flare out like that for a little baby doll silhouette. Oh yes, let's get cutting. This is such a hassle to use. I feel like maybe my blade is a little too dull, but every time I change it, it never cuts properly. So I might just move on to scissors. So let's do this. How do we do? No! See, this never freaking cuts. It did the first layer pretty nicely. Okay, we're using scissors. Got it cut. I'm gonna save this for the skirt because we can use this as a little panel to sew onto it. One shirt down, we have all of these to cut now, so let's get to it. It is now 4 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm freaking starving. I think we're gonna call it quits on day 1. I will see you guys tomorrow. We are back now, and it's been a whole 7 days since we last left off. I got sick. It wasn't COVID, luckily, but I was bedridden. I had a horrible cough, mad sore throat, and now I'm at the tail end of my sickness, and I just have a little bit of rasp to my voice, but it's all right. While I was sick, I did put the t-shirts kind of where I wanted them on the actual dress, so all that's left is just to sew, and then we're done. I also want this dress to be somewhat short on me, just because I want to wear bloomers so that it peeks out just a little bit. So from shoulder to hem, I'm thinking somewhere between like 26 and 27 inches. So it hits me right at my like mid-thigh. Right now, I have this dress at almost 36 inches. Oh my goodness, that's actually really far away from 27. It's like my whole hand. All right, let's do some math. Hopefully this makes sense. So we're gonna measure this from shoulder to hem, and we're at 15. So maybe to keep it on the safe side, we'll do 28 minus 15. We have 13 inches that have to make up the skirt. But I'm gonna have 2 rows of graphic tees. So we're gonna divide that by 2. Every row has to be a length of 6.5 inches to make up a total of 28 inches from shoulder to hem. So I'm gonna recut the t-shirts that I'm gonna use, and instead of being like this huge block, we're gonna keep it to maybe 7.5 inches in length. That felt like it took a freaking eternity, but I'm finally done. All the squares are the same size. These little panels are the same size. We have the first row laid out, the second one. So now for reals, we could have finally just clipped them together, get sewing. I started off with the bottom row and it looks really good, like very straight, except for here. I have no idea what happened here. That's like a whole ½ inch difference. The only thing that is worrying me is that this looks fairly short and I do have bigger hips. Since I want to go for that baby doll silhouette, I think I might have to add on an additional shirt or like panel here, because the goal is for it to be very flowy around my hips. So it should fall somewhere around here. Oh, okay, it is pretty loose, but not as loose as I would want it. All right, I quickly added this little pirate panel and now it's much bigger. So I think it's definitely gonna give that baby doll effect. I think this is perfect. Let's get sew in the top one. Y'all, that was the last one. It's coming out so good. I love it. I just want to double check the measurement real quick. So right now we are, 31.5. Okay, that's still fairly long. I think once we sew everything together, we might lose maybe a good 2 inches. So we might be around 29, 28. I think it might work out. We might be good. Well, it's sewed together now. I actually did something different. Ooh. I think I messed up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So I specifically wanted to do this gathered look here at the seams, but I didn't do it to the bottom, so it just looks very flat. Oh, that just looks so wrong. Oh my goodness, I'm literally gonna have to seam rip all of it. Okay, I'm not gonna even show that part. I'll be back and hopefully it only takes me about like 10-15 minutes and then we'll do it all over again. All right, they are 2 pieces again. It actually didn't take me that long. It only took me 4, 5, 6 minutes, so not that bad. But let's do this again and we're gonna do it properly. So time to use a little bit of my brain. Okay, I wanna create those little gathered details so that it doesn't sit really flat. So I'm thinking I should probably work on one row, gather it, sew it, and then do the same to the top one, and then I'll sew the pieces together. That makes more sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Okay, let's redo this. Really, when you think about this dress, it's just 3 pieces, the top, the middle, and the hem. And then I'm just gonna clip things together. We're gonna sew, add the trimming, and I knew I was gonna do this, but I think I'm going to change the trimming. So if we have enough time, we're gonna make another quick trip to Fashion District.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Not me literally pinning this so confidently but so incorrectly. If I would have sewn that, all the graphics would have been inside out. Come on, I'm so happy I freaking caught that. Oh my gosh, not me doing it. Oh my goodness, my brain hurts. I don't know how I keep messing this up. That was painfully embarrassing, but we finally have the dress right. It should be inside out, so that way when you have it on correctly, the graphics are facing outward. So all we gotta do is sew everything together and then we're finally done.
When I'm 25, I want to buy a Fender Rhodes
sewed in. Oh, it looks so good. I'm gonna sew the second tier off camera, but in the meantime, here's my quick trip to Fashion District. I'm literally speed walking to Fashion District and my shins burn so bad. Also, this outfit. I'm so ashamed. Yay, they're still open. Usually they close around 4 or 5-ish, so just in time. I got my trimming. I decided I wanted to go something that was a little bit off-white, and then I got one that was like a pure white, so we'll see how it works out. I can't decide between these two colors. I like it with the white because it's so noticeable, and I like the black because it's pretty subtle, but maybe it's a little too subtle. Like, you can barely tell it's even on there. You know what? I feel like the black center really stands out against the white, so this might be the best choice. I also cleaned up the hem with a straight stitch all the way around, just so that it doesn't look too messy and doesn't start fraying. Finally sew on this lace already. It's a race against the sun. It's getting so dark in here. Oh, no, not Arthur coming in, and I'm literally finishing this.
Hey, Nancy.
I'm filming.
Hey, everybody.
Here is the dress in its final form. It came out so good. I absolutely love it. I feel like it's just setting in that I made a freaking dress. And I also love that it's made from t-shirts. Something that I rarely ever pick up at the thrift, whether I'm shopping in person or online. So it's nice going into a thrift store and actually browsing the men's section when it used to be like absolutely an area that I would never step into. But this is exactly what I was wanting, something that was alternative and feminine, but still mini enough to show off my bloomers. And I know this project hurt my brain quite a few times throughout the process, but I think I was rushing into the next step a little too quickly without thinking about it. But if I can do this, you can totally do it as well. I don't know how to make a dress pattern quite yet, but I will include all the steps and the measurements that I used for this dress down below in the description box. But also a huge thank you to Goodwill Finds for sponsoring today's video. This dress would not have happened without them. So if you want to get shopping on goodwillfinds.com, I'll leave a link down below so you can get started on your own patchwork dress. But as always, y'all, I do post videos at least once a week. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!